Hope everybody's doing well. Wanted to come on live. Hey guys. If you're on or you're notified, go ahead and comment. Hey guys. Hi everybody. Bienvenidos. Gracias por estar aquí. Thank you guys for being here. Welcome. If you're hearing me munching, I found this at Sam's Club. So where I live, we don't have a Costco, but we have a Sam's Club. So you might find these here. They're mini rice cakes with peppermint bites. They're peppermint bites. They're so good. And they have chia seeds, quinoa, and flax seeds. So it's not like super healthy because there are 8 grams of sugar. But I mean, if it's compared to a Snicker bar or something, you know, it's a lot better. And so I came on to have a kiki moment with you guys. I love y'all. Thanksgiving's in the air. Black Friday's in the air. So much is going on. So I wanted to start off by saying, you know, I'm going to be doing a reading with this new deck that I got. It's called What's the Gossip? They're oracle cards. But I also wanted to talk about something, you know, before we get into the readings for people. You know, I realize as a psychic medium, I've been like really working myself. And this is why you haven't seen a lot of videos like I used to for celebrity psychics, because I've been doing a lot of traveling, a lot of, you know, events, and I've been on the go, you know. And I recently came to the realization, like, I don't want my ass handed to me by the universe. Because when we are on the go, and even though I'm doing it for work, you know, spiritual work, you are neglecting your body, which is your temple. And for me, it's like not sleeping enough. It's not getting enough rest. And sometimes all you need to do is sit down, sit your ass down at home and rest. And that's a message that came to me recently. I had a gig in Houston this weekend, and I was going to go visit my friend in Houston, you know, for Thanksgiving, because I don't like to be by myself at home, you know, on Thanksgiving. I don't have family, but I have you guys, my soul family, those of you that love me. And I just, you know, I told my friend, and I told the shop owner, you know, I just can't do it. I can't do it. I had to literally listen to my body and be able to rest, you know, just like everybody else that's taking a holiday break, because these times that we're living in, they're hard. Like being, you know, and with the government and everything that's going on, not to get political, but it's a hot mess, and it affects everybody's mental health, but spiritual health, seeing people suffer, me, myself, not being able to get certain things at the grocery store because it's expensive, you know. I'm not rich. I'm a poor person just like everybody else, you know. I'm rich in heart and soul, but it's hard, you know. And I have to hunker down and like really focus on me. And I can be able to do my private readings too with you guys, you know. I need to keep doing that. And in order to do that, I have to be okay. So it was just like a very, very, very like important message that came to me. And the type of person, like, if you know me and my work ethic, you know, you will see that I post, like, I'm always on the go, always. And for me to say, like, I have to slow down because I need to listen to my body, because I'm starting to get sick, you know, I'm starting to get tired, exhausted. Now, I kind of understand how celebrities, not to put that out there, I know I consider myself, well, I don't consider myself a celebrity, but that's the title because I have celebrity clients as a celebrity psychic medium. But I kind of understand now why, like, actors, actresses, musicians, people in power have to kind of, you know, sit down and not work so hard. Why, when they get, days of breaks, they take those breaks because you you get tired. You're not a machine. And I think sometimes we work ourselves. Sometimes we put that pressure on ourselves as a machine to keep going. And so, yeah, thank you, Leslie, Michelle, and all of you guys, Nana, and everybody that's on here. I love you. But yeah, no, I'm definitely not going on a hiatus. No, that's not going to happen, unless I was in the hospital, like seriously sick. That's the only reason I'm going on a hiatus or a sabbatical. But no, I just need it for the holidays. I needed a rest. I need a rest. And I think this Thursday, so I'm going to be out of the office Thursday through December 1st, through Cyber Monday. I'll be back on Tuesday doing readings and whatnot. But I'm taking the next 2 days, to myself. Tomorrow I'll be reading still. And, but it feels good. You know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of you understand, especially those of you that are single moms or you are in a multi-family unit, but you're working, you're asked 2 jobs, 3 jobs, that's how I feel. I'm doing a lot of different things and I'm excited. I'm grateful. Like, I don't want to sound like I'm ungrateful because I'm not. I'm fully grateful and I'm fully aware of my blessings. But sometimes we just gotta, and Davita, I haven't forgotten your reading. For those of you that have purchased a reading, I will be getting to them, but I just needed, to come on here and kind of like let y'all know like what's been going on with Ray. I'm still here, still trucking along, but I'm so excited to be on the radio and to be able to go on there and just, learn, and then also to be in a spiritual shop every week and read, it's great. And then, my Houston peeps, I was recently at Body, Mind, and Soul on Sunday. They were fabulous. I loved it. The turnout was great. And I want to thank anybody who came out that day, to get a reading. The staff, if you've never seen Body, Mind, and Soul, you should be good. And also, like, check out Jewel, the owner of Pixie's Intent in Houston. She has 2 locations, one on Fondren and one on Humble, Texas, and her shop's amazing too. I love Jewel. She's such a sweetheart. The staff are like family. We all get along, and I'm grateful. And I was going to actually be at her shop in Humble this weekend, and I couldn't do it. I just can't. And I told her, like, we're human, and I know that Jewel understands. So, sometimes we want to do things and we need to listen to our bodies, and really, like, just take time for ourselves. Yeah, Davita says, yes, I get it, Ray. I'm a single mom and my youngest has special needs. It's very hard. You're fine. Yep, exactly. You got to put yourself first. Sometimes it's not selfish, you got to listen to yourself, especially during these holidays. It can be pretty stressful. Especially if also you are a business owner. There's a pressure to make sales. There's a pressure to provide services, to do the healing work. But how can you heal? How can you read for people and do for others if you're not taking care of yourself? So, yeah. But enough about that. So I also wanted to announce that right now my Black Friday sale, which is my biggest sale event ever, is live. This has everything from my readings. They're all discounted, good prices. I have everything that's affordable for certain people. If you can't, now is the time to take advantage of that because this is the busiest time. So it's first come, first serve. So basically how I'm doing it is like, you'll be scheduled, as the purchases come in for any kind of readings. But in my shop, I also have candles that are there. I also have jewelry, my line of bracelets. I started making bracelets again and selling them. I used to have a lot of jewelry in my shop, but now I have a lot of the authentic gemstone bracelets available in my shop section. So when you go to my website, there's different tabs. The reading tab is for mainly all my psychic readings that I offer. I do offer phone readings, a 15-minute and 30-minute session. I offer emergency readings for those that can't wait, a week or two. Then I offer a 15-minute video reading and a 30-minute video reading. I did away with the 1-hour readings because right now I feel like a lot of people don't really purchase that reading that much. However, if you want a 1-hour reading, you can purchase 2 of the 30-minute readings, and that equals an hour, But the only hour reading that I'm offering is the emergency video reading, which is still an hour. But other than that, for right now, it's just like 15 and 30-minute readings, which I think is pretty good. Most people don't need an hour reading, so I kind of restructured that on my website. But yeah, my jewelry is on sale. I have my oracle decks that I sell also on there. All of that's on my website. So if you're interested in booking a private reading, now is the time. You can go to www.raymondguzman.net/readings. I also have my predictions, the world and celebrity predictions, coming out this weekend. That's another reason why I'm not doing any readings. I'm going to rest, but I'm going to also do my predictions, yearly predictions for 2026, and I'm going to put those out there. I also I'm also working on some other things too, that's going to be announced down the pipeline. Oh yeah, my courses are also on sale. So if you've ever wanted to learn from me, to be, for me to be your mentor or coach, I started teaching in 2024, psychic and mediumship development classes, as well as tarot classes. Those are now discounted to a very good price point. So they're part of the Black Friday sale. If you want to, I'm going to be starting classes on December, I think it's 13th. It's the second Sunday of the month. I'll be starting a class on, our classes on that day. So if you are interested in signing up, this is a one-on-one situation, but you might be in a group with a class group through Zoom. It's an hour a week. And so, I ask that only if you're serious about learning, that you do it. But every week we meet on that day, and it's broken into 4 weeks, and they are recorded, and so you do get a copy of it. So definitely wanted just to throw that out there for those of you that have been wanting to take my courses but maybe couldn't afford it. They are discounted completely too. So yeah, somebody says, have you done a reading on the newly elected mayor of NYC, Zohran Mandami? No, I haven't. Not yet, but I will. Sorry, I'm just drinking water. Yes, I do. I do teach psychometry, but it's not in the courses that I actually have. Those are in future courses that I'm developing. But yeah, I do try to teach an array of things in my courses, and I have some students that that might be on here tonight, and some that may not. But I know Talia T. Watts was one of my students, and she loved it. She took my level 1, my level 2, and so. So if you want a tip on this live for individual questions, you can do Cash App or Venmo, or you can do a donation on here. The thing with my YouTube is, like, I like that you can do super chats and like y'all can donate here, but a lot of that money gets taken at the end of the day by YouTube. I never see, we get a very small portion for our videos and our content. So if you want to, you can Cash App me $ PsychicMediumRay, or you can Venmo me, and it's at PsychicMediumRay. So it's just like PsychicMediumRay for both, but just with Cash App, it's a $ in front of it, and on the other one, on Venmo, it's the at symbol. Yeah, but I think that my Cash App, is posted on here. But we're gonna get into readings now. So I'm gonna use these cards. It's like What's Gossip, and they're very, very good. I really kind of like them. I'm gonna just use them for a couple of you guys out there. And so I prefer, like, if I'm doing readings, it would be tailored just for you, not for other people. Like, so if you have a question about something in your life, then yes. All right. But if you have celebrities that you want, like, the predictions on, please email me. at celebritypsychicmediumray@gmail.com, so I can get a list of, celebrities perhaps that you want predictions on for 2026. I know that Taylor Swift's going to be one, definitely P. Diddy and that situation. There's going to be other celebrities too on there. Travis Kelce, we have Justin Bieber. There's a lot of people that y'all want predictions on, so definitely. All right, so I'm going to use these cards again. This is a new deck. It's called What's Gossip. It's an oracle deck. It's by, I don't know exactly who made this, but it's from I think from a foreign country. It's manufacturers Sishui or something. So yeah, let me see. Yeah, I really like it. So, all right, let's see. So Tiara Green, you love a reading. Let me just use these cards. I'm going to just see if y'all like them. So I have here closure, letting go, ending chapters, emotional release, finally free. So I feel like right now you're going through that. They're saying kind of like it's something they want you to like finally like let go, close some chapters. And they also say here, safe space, emotional sanctuary. You might be finding comfort, during this Mercury retrograde, which it ends on the 29th. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. So, yeah. And then we have here hopeless romantic. So, again, you might be, very focused on love and whatnot. And that's for Tiara Green. And there's no price for one question, Danielle Green. If you wanted to donate, you can just donate. You don't have to for a reading, but it's very appreciated. It's like a balance to the spirits. So Danielle Green, let me pull a card. You're welcome, Tiara. Okay, so I have here friend zone, platonic trap, unreciprocated feelings stuck as friends. So it might be something where you are friend zoning someone, or you might be feeling like in the past, like you might have gone through that, and you're using that wisdom now to navigate your future. But I see here side hustle, multiple incomes, extra earnings. So you might be contemplating, on how you can make more money. A lot of us are, especially in this economy and the state the world is in. Honey, listen, we need to have 2 or 3 jobs just to make it. And then poker face. So you might be hiding your true feelings, or somebody might be doing that to you, to not let you know how they really feel, but it's okay. All right. So Talia, you might need to get a full reading, girl. Just kidding. But no, definitely, I think it's time, but let's see. Talia, thank you for your donation. Hey, Ray, what do you see for my job? Okay. So I get here, ghosted, sudden disappearance without explanation, left hanging, seen but ignored. I like these cards, but I don't think they're appropriate. But let me switch over for you, Talia. Hold on one second. These are really, really good. I think they're just more for like to highlight something. But I just wanted to try them. I really, really like them. Now we're going to switch over to my cat tarot. These are my cards. These are the cat tarot deck. It's so pretty. All right, one second. So we're getting to Talia. What do you see for my job? What do I see for your job? Well, I get the 9 of Cups. So I see like a lot of emotional fulfillment in the future. So right now you may not be reaping all those rewards or blessings, but it's definitely on its way. Okay. So hang in there. All right. Can you pull a card, Sarah Speaks 88 for me? Of course. So I got here the 2 of Wands. So this is about like kind of like traveling, this next few months, you might be like wanting to go out of town. There's a lot of movement energy. The 3 of Wands also, I feel like planning. So there's a lot of planning for you. Talia, you're welcome. Thank you so much. And that's for Sarah Speaks. All right. So Bay 444X. I would appreciate a card too for my angels. God bless you too. Yes. So for you, I get the 7 of Wands. So stand your ground with, people that might be challenging you. Don't second guess yourself. standing your ground, standing your power, and also the Eight of Pentacles. Know that, money will flow, but you have to work for it. You have to put that effort into it. So thank you so much. All right. And then we have here, Temperate, so Cinnamon Toast Toasty wanted a general one. Hey, Delphine Williams. Hey, guys. Oh, Cinnamon Toast Toasty. I have strength. So there might be something coming up that's trying you or testing you, and you need to stay in your power. Remember that. And I also see the King of Pentacles. This could be a male energy or someone that, that represents like a divine masculine energy that kind of challenges you is what I feel. Okay, Saggy Girl, XOXO. Does the guy on my mind, Jay, want to be with me? Okay, let's see. Let's see what's going on with Jay. Jay, are you okay? King of Cups definitely wants to be with you. So I definitely feel that's a yes. That's a yes. All right. So, okay, Enchanted 1922. Remember, these are just mini readings. If you want a full reading, my Black Friday's on sale. Black Friday specials on sale. So my readings are very, very much on sale. That's the biggest sale that I've ever put, I feel like. All right, Enchanted 1922. I have here the Temperance card. So they're wanting you to stay patient. There could be something or a situation that's trying your patience. And the Queen of Pentacles. Like, I feel like you're very good at, kind of being very much in your, like, motherly energy with money, being very strong, very work-driven. So I feel like if you apply those qualities to yourself, to life, everyday life, I feel like you'll, kind of like the Magician card, you will have, like, a lot of the things that you need to clear out done very easily. Like, could be debt, this could be, like, bills, it's all going to be done easily, but it's going to require a certain level of effort on your part and positive thinking as you move forward. And that's for Enchanted 1922. Hi guys. Okay, Alicia Johnson, I believe she's from my Patreon as well. You're welcome, Enchanted 1922. So Alicia, girl, we have here the Wheel of Fortune, which is very positive. So this is a card of destiny and luck. Feel like good things are coming to you. Be patient. But also the Hermit card, you might be feeling like you want to be more to yourself. Even if you might be talking with someone, if not, these days might have you kind of more to yourself and not really like going out too much. But just use that time wisely to plan, okay? All right. So Martina, 5544. Why does D not like me? She's nosy in my relationship and won't stop. She's my boyfriend's sister. He doesn't believe me about her intentions. I feel like she's just very protective of her brother. I don't think that she's got anything really against you. Just be patient. I feel like with the Temperance card, things could shift. All right, Martina. Saggy girl, I pulled a card for you earlier. You might have to go back on this live later on when it's posted. All right. You're welcome, Alicia. Hey. All right. So Nina Lay, a 77. You wanted a general. I see the Eight of Cups. So I feel like there is this feeling of like needing to walk away from certain people, certain places, certain things that no longer serve you. I feel like you've been in this space of like contemplating who your friends are, who you can trust, where you're at. And I also see the Death card, which is about releasing new beginnings. Some things come to an end, but it's a new cycle for you. So I feel really good about that. And that's for, again, Nina Lay, 77. All right. Okay. Penguin Buying 1079. Will I be traveling abroad anytime soon? I get the Four of Cups, so I don't think it's going to be soon right now, like in the immediate future, but it definitely will be in the future. I don't feel like it's the time right now. I get the Knight of Cups. I feel like there's other things that right now are more like are taking precedence, but you definitely will in the future. All right. Okay, Anna MH8FS says, would like to know if I'll ever see my crush again. I get the Seven of Swords, so I kind of feel like that's a no, right? Oh, thank you, Talia. You're so sweet. Love her. I have my phone on Do Not Disturb, so nobody calls me, none of my friends, or if they do, it doesn't interfere with the live. So I probably haven't seen it yet, but I will. Thank you so much. Lil Remy Red, I would like a card pull, please. Okay, absolutely. So I have the Knight of Swords. I feel like for you, it's all about like, the swords deal with our mind. I feel like you've been very protective with, people around you, loved ones, people you care about. But you also been on a tightrope, kind of balancing everything. And I feel with the Hangman, you kind of feel a little stuck at times. But remember, this is Mercury retrograde energy. And I feel like with the Hermit card, that kind of just solidifies that energy is going to lift up. So if you've been feeling a little like isolated, that all of those feelings and things are going to really, really like shift for you. Okay. So don't you worry. Don't you worry. All right. Daniel Green, if I was to start a career as a social media fashion content creator, would I be successful? I mean, that is a very lucrative job, but let's see what the cards say. So I see the Death card. I want to say it's a yes, because the Death card for me represents a new beginning, and that's what you ask if you were to do it. The Four of Swords, though, there might be some, you might need to really there might be a pause, but I definitely feel like the Nine of Wands, like you're gonna love it, but I also feel like it's gonna be with the Nine of Wands, it's gonna feel very much heavy, and like it's gonna require a lot of energy, and after a while the limelight for that may not be there, and you might shift gears again. So temporarily, I think it's an option. I definitely think you should pursue it. I'm all about like doing it. Glitz Glamour, yes, honey child. Let's see. And if you know me, when I say honey, I don't mean that in a condescending way or trying to culture appropriate. That's just the way that I am. I'm a gay Southern man, and that's how we talk. Okay, for you, Glitz Glamour, it's the Queen of Cups. So you're all about, look at this pretty kitty, all about like emotional fulfillment. It is all about, making sure that as much as you give as a giver, that it's being reciprocated. But I feel like you're in a period of like really standing in your power, in your womanhood. And then I see the Magician card. So again, they're telling you like whatever you're wanting to do, don't be afraid to pursue it. You have the tools and the right people around you to help you, right? Okay, Bay444X, you're so welcome. Saludos desde California y que Dios te bendiga. Igualmente, muchas gracias por estar aquí. Que Dios te bendiga a ti y tu familia, y gracias otra vez. So, para ustedes que están escuchando, si hablan español, hago lecturas en español. Mucha gente no sabe que hago eso, pero sí. So, si quieren, ir a mi página, mi website y hacer si quieren hacer una lectura, los hago en español. So, no se preocupen. Okay? So, basically, I was telling my Spanish-speaking audience out there, yes, I am bilingual. I can read, write, and speak Spanish fluently. Thank God my mama and my grandpa, they were from Mexico. And thank God, that's part of my family, but I also have family from Spain. But I'm glad that I learned Spanish early on. And my mom was like ingrained it in me. She's like, you cannot lose this. You got to, learn it. So a lot of people think I'm white when they look at me, which it doesn't matter. I'm not, I embrace everything. I'm a little bit of a mutt. So I'm a little Caucasian, a little black, a little, Mexican, a little Jewish, Portuguese. Yeah. I'm a mixture. I'm a mutt. This is what I call myself. But yes, yes, yes. All right. So okay, Eva Winters, going back, let me focus. Isn't this deck so cute? It's the Cat Tarot. Again, Amazon is really doing their thing. I feel like they're getting a lot of like these manufacturers from China and whatnot to do these decks, but whoever's making them, they are on point. All right, so let's see here. Eva Winters, will our next apartment, will we be happy? Absolutely. I definitely, with the Six of Cups, I feel that. Let me pull another card. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. I really feel like you're going to be really, really happy. Yeah, I haven't seen him on the TikTok shop yet, Lil Remy Red. Don't get me started on the TikTok shop. It's gotten so freaking like obsessive. Like the little gadgets that I bought off of there. I recently purchased a little like juicer. It's a handheld juicer. I don't like all that process of like, juicing using like an actual processor. So I have one which is manual, but it's like it's all metal and it's like a handle. It's a handheld. And you can squeeze and get the juice that you need out of your vegetables or fruit. So I'm really excited to use it. Davida, let's see here. Whatever comes to you. Yes, Davida. Let's see. Oh, okay. Thank you, Danielle Green. I did not see. I learned something new through y'all. I did not even know that through the chat, through this live, you can rewind to see a glimpse of the reading if you missed it. Yeah, because Saggy Girl, I got you. I actually did do a reading for you. All right, Davida, I have here the Seven of Wands. So I feel like stand your ground, stand in your power. Don't let people pull you in different directions. And then the Nine of Cups, I feel like they're saying, again, there's a lot of emotional fulfillment, but also like other good blessings coming for you. Be patient. Okay, so this is good. Good energy, good shifts. Hi, Vange. It's been a minute. How have you been? Hola. All right, Danielle Green. Yep. And then it's like I said, it's going to be posted live. So I will be posting that. I'm going to do a couple more and then I'm going to cut it short, because I got to get some rest. Like I said, wanted to come on here, and I might come on here on Thanksgiving too, or on Black Friday. I'm not sure, but I definitely might be on tomorrow night again, depending how I feel. Like I said, I'm trying to listen to my body. Tomorrow I have a full day as well. So, but yeah, I definitely have been wanting to juice, and I bought this contraption because I plan on using it. I never buy anything unless I am planning on using it, and I'm trying to not necessarily do intermittent fasting, fasting, but I do want to juice, and I've been eating a lot of salads lately, which is good for your cholesterol and whatnot. So definitely kind of like just been wanting to do the healthier trend. Because as we get older, our metabolism changes. It ain't the same, right? So yeah. And then I bought like a little vacuum, and then I've also bought like some other things that really, really good. Okay, let's see. Ashley Williams, 4247. Hi, Ray. Do you see a romantic love in my near future? Let's see here. I see the Three of Swords. So I feel like you went through a heartache or a heartbreak, girl. And I really feel like right now that the universe is protecting you. There will be a cycle that you're going through. Only time will tell, but I feel like yes, eventually. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Eva. Or Eva. I don't know if I said that right. Okay, let's see here. Earth vibes. Let's pull a card for you. Okay. I got the Eight of Wands. So I feel like you might be very things might be accelerating for you really, really quick, you know, in the next few weeks. But I also see the Five of Swords. So you have a lot of people that might be jealous or energy vampires around you. Shield up in protection, because I feel like you are a very deep empath. You feel things on a deep level, and you might do spiritual work yourself, like readings, stuff like that, or working with energies on some level. And I feel like, again, you might be the target of some jealousy and whatnot. The spiritual world, believe it or not, is fucking disgusting. I hate to say it. It's not disgusting in the way that it sounds, how I'm saying it, but people are fucking disgusting and just nasty. The things that they do to you, you know, some people are very delusional, think that you're after them or that you're trying to hurt them. They start gossiping to other people and trying to lay roots and do hoodoo and voodoo to you and all this kind of shit. And everything's a boomerang effect. I'm telling you, whatever they do to you, it's going to come back to them, whether you have to do a return to sender. And I'm constantly doing return to sender and spiritual work. So as much as they keep throwing that shit at me, I throw it right back. I'm like, I am protecting myself 100%, baby. So if you're doing something to me on the other side, as a witch, I'm a witch too. And I will send it back. And you will feel it. So yes, definitely. Oh, Danielle Green, awesome. So I'm just, yeah, sorry, I felt that message very deep in my soul. You can hear it in my voice when I'm talking about the nastiness in the spiritual community. It is so bad. This is why I stay to myself, and I'm more of a loner and a solitary witch. I really don't fuck with other people, because in the past I got close to people and people burn me. People try to write my coattails. People are just fucking nasty out there. The energies are nasty. You might think that they're your friend. They're not your friends. And, you know, and the thing is, like, me being very intuitive, and a double Cancer moon, Cancer rising, and I have a Gemini sun, we're very, very intuitive. Like, I'm very connected. So I can see through things and through people, and I'll sometimes like just go with the flow, but eventually, you know, they prove me right. And that's the whole thing there. It's crazy. All right, let me go back into Amy Hutch. I don't answer any legal questions on here. So unfortunately, if you want, you know, a reading, you can always book a reading and we can do something offline, but I don't answer that. Anything that's legal, I don't handle that. And also I don't do health questions on here at all. Okay, I'm so sorry. So if you want to ask another question, you certainly can. All right, KC 9281. Hi Ray, will I find love in 2026 or 2027? They want you to be strong, because I've been feeling like you've been feeling defeated when it comes to love. Like, is it ever going to happen? Is like what they keep telling me in my head when I'm listening to what the cards are saying, what Spirit's saying. I feel like you're a giver, you know, hopeless romantic. But sometimes you give a lot of yourself. And I think also because you're intuitive as well, the High Priestess, I feel like your path, usually with old souls who have been here before, it's harder for them to find love, for us to find love, because we've been through the bullshit. We've seen it numerous lifetimes, and we're not about the bullshit. So it's harder sometimes for us to find love, but I do believe you'll find someone. You know what I mean? Earth vibes, love it. You're so welcome. Yeah. Yep. All right. Shelly I50, I think. Hi, may I have a pool? Of course. Hi, Yaya Kitty. All right, so I have the Page of Pentacles here. So there could be something like a new job, something that you're looking towards, you know, starting. I do see the Ten of Wands, like you carry a lot of baggage. This is like a lot of responsibility. They want you to start focusing on you, not on others. Don't try to change anybody or work on trying to focus on anybody else but yourself. And it's not selfish to do that, okay? Amy Hutch, do you see any love in my life? Okay. Hi, Vanessa Figueroa. Hey, girl. All right, Amy Hutch, do you see love in my life? I see the Six of Swords. So I kind of feel like you're moving forward. I definitely feel like this is a good indication. Yes, the Two of Cups. Sorry, the Lover's card, not the Two of Cups. What am I saying? I just looked at it. I pulled it so quickly. So yeah, I do see love coming if you are not with someone right now. So yeah, Amy Hutch, love is coming. Okay. Vanessa Figueroa, let's pull a card for you. Carlita, hello. Okay, for Vanessa, I have here the Queen of Wands. So you're very creative, very like, all about like structure and whatnot. I feel like also you don't play with people. Ace of Swords. You're very straightforward. I do feel like, where you've been feeling stuck, a lot of those things are going to be lifting up off of you. All right. So I hope that makes sense for you. All right, let's see here. Carlita, can I have a pull? You sure can, girl. This is for Carlita H74. So I have the Star card. This is about hope. And also when I see this, it reminds me of like, if you have anything going on health-wise, again, this is not a health reading, but like I feel like it's an indication that things will get better for you. And then I see the Judgment card, which means to me, like your life is in balance. You are right where you're supposed to be, So I do feel like you're right where you're supposed to be. Okay. All right. Linda M. Maxie, am I going to end up with this rapper guy I met? So I heard, baby, you're no good. Like a song playing in my head that's how spirit, when they want to like give a message. So this rapper guy, I get the Seven of Swords. That's not good. That's like you doubting this person and the loyalty that they have. I also feel this person is not loyal. The King of Cups. He might be loyal to a certain point, but I feel like he gives to others. And so I do feel the Three of Wands, like I feel like you're going to move forward. I just feel like also this is like three people, you, him, and somebody else he's talking to. So, that's what I get. So I just be very careful how you traverse this. Ultimately it's free will. And it's your free will if you want to, see how this plays out with him. All right. Yeah, you might need a book, Linda. Right now, all of my readings are on sale for Black Friday. So go to www.raymondguzman.net/readings. Your energy feels familiar. I almost feel like it feels from Houston. I don't know why, but your energy feels familiar. Like I know who you are. And it's weird, but I know it. For some reason, you feel like a familiar person or energy. But anyways, I don't know. But thank you for your question. Okay, let's see here. Nunya Biz 4807, is life going to get better for me in 2026? Okay. The Four of Swords. So I feel like you've had some rough, periods this year. I do see with the Two of Pentacles, like you've been at a crossroads, kind of like juggling. You take 2 steps forward, 4 steps back. But I do feel with the Nine of Swords, kind of like you have had a lot of anxiety, but a lot of this is like self-created. You need to calm your mind. You really need to ground yourself and already see yourself where you want to be and manifest that. And I feel like 2026 will be better, but you have to kind of like, there's a lot of stuff that you got to let go of that I feel like you're holding on to. And that's Nunya Biz 4807. Okay. All right. Yep. All right, guys. So I'm going to be signing off, but like I said, I probably will come back on tomorrow night, depending how I feel. I love you guys. Try to get some rest. And again, if you want to book a reading or take one of my courses, or if you want to get some jewelry, they're all on sale on my website. Go to www.raymondguzman.net. Have a good night. I love you.